Clear Ice. What do you know about it? We're going to teach you nothing, but we're going to recommend an awesome product because nobody wants to learn. We just want to make Clear Ice.
Yeah.
Enjoy. Why are you guys always wearing your headphones?
Because we do what we want.
Because we do what we want. And today, we're going to do what we want with this ice maker.
The company who also does what they want.
Yeah,
which is make awesome ice.
So I'm going to tell the story. Everybody finds out about Clear Ice and it's like, let's do some Clear Ice things. So I bought one that's like a styrofoam. Basically what it does is it's directional freezing. So as things freeze, if they're in an ice mold, there's air trapped in there, and that's why it's not clear, because you're seeing the air. So, and then like it doesn't last as long, it melts faster, it'll crack when you pour liquid in it. But that's basically what it is. So directional freezing, you freeze at the top, and then as it's freezing, it pushes the air down, and then you will stop the freezing process. So if you're doing it in a cooler, that's how you do it, because you want to put it in put a cooler inside of a cooler, or a cooler inside of a freezer.
Yeah, there you go.
And then you freeze, and then you stop the process, and then you have Clear Ice. So that it's like, who's going to do that? You're going to have time to check it all the time. Where a kit like this, you can just buy the thing. So I bought several kits to try, and I hated all of them. And we had a patron that has this kit and was like, you should try it out. So I did what all business owners do. I reached out and said, hey, I'd like to try this sample. And looking for a good Clear Ice maker. And this was recommended by patrons, said it was really good. You know what you got. And so they actually sent this to us to give it a trial run. This is the Phantom kit, and it's by a company called Wintersmiths. So there's two kits, which Gus, please wash these before you use them again.
Okay.
One's the round balls, as you can see, and they have these nodules here, and it's very hard to screw up. There's a lip there, there's a lip here. You put the lip in, you seal it closed, and then this is the square one. And so the square one is the exact same thing, except it doesn't have the little nipples, but that's it. You just assemble whichever one you're gonna make. They have a bunch of different ones. You can get skulls, you get all kinds of stuff. He was like, what do you want? And I was like, I want the square and the round. So they sent us a square and the round. Another thing I did is I took rose petals out of the side of the garden and I just put them inside the bowl and then closed it.
Yeah.
And that's all I did. So this is double walled, vacuum insulated 18/8 stainless steel. And these are premium tear resistant silicone molds. Okay. So this stuff will last for a long time.
Or forever.
I mean, forever.
I mean,
maybe.
Pretty close.
For a long time. So Wintersmiths has been making ice solutions since 2011. They have 3 patents.
Nice.
3 in the clear ice making world, and they're pretty much run by a community of bartenders and mixologists, so they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So what this does is allows it to freeze directionally, as I was saying. So you fill this full of water. There are 2 lines in here. To be honest with you, I don't know which one's which. I just go to the top one, and it's worked every time. The bottom one may be for a different mold. I don't know.
Possible.
So you fill it full of water, just regular water, and then you just sit this on top, like so. And because there's water in it, it'll slowly sink down, and then it'll fill up. And if you need to push it down, you can. It'll fill up to those little holes. And then you put it in the freezer, and then 24 hours later, you have Clear Ice. It's that simple.
So when you pull it out, because this doesn't go all the way to the bottom.
Right, this stops about halfway.
There's water left over on the bottom?
There will be ice in the bottom, and it will be frozen to the silicone.
Gotcha.
So, word of advice, when you pull it out, sit it on the counter and leave it there. It's cold enough that these balls will not melt, but what you want it to do is allow the silicone to kind of...
Just enough to separate from the ice.
And then it's a little bit of a pain to get it out. I mean, if you're pulling on it, it's not doing anything. Yeah. Just let it sit a little bit longer. But what I did is just kind of just get it going this. So it has these handy ledges on the side to help you pull it out. And then they have this one's a little more than that one. See this rough edging? Yeah. And I think that's what keeps it from sticking to the wall.
Nice.
Which might be one of their patents. Once you pull it out, you can either throw this back in the freezer so you have it, but then you're gonna have the same problem with separating. Or I just sit this on the counter and I go get me a gallon plastic bag and I open this bad boy up and all your ice will be sitting in the bottom one, I think it was. But you just pull them out and put them in the vacuum seal bag, refill it, recharge it, and you're good to go. And that way you can create Because some of the reviews I saw was like, well, you can only make 8. It's like, well, there's 2, 4, 6, there's 7. So, but yeah, if you make them one at a time, but you can just throw them in a Ziploc bag and they'll stay.
Yeah.
It's ice. But it makes perfectly clear ice, as you can see in the clearness of the ice. And so a little something special for this video. I took the rose petal ice and here's what I ended up doing with it.
That looks great, Matt.
Appreciate it. Just sitting in the studio as a B-roll. So not only that, but if you use code W22, which is the year that we are in, you will get 15% off on this kit. So they hooked us up with that as well. So,
Nice. Thank you, Wintersmiths.
and here's a page of the video so you know exactly which one we got. Very easy. It is the Wintersmiths Phantom. So yeah, if you're looking for clear ice and you haven't had any luck or you don't feel like doing the freeze it yourself method, pick yourself up one of these.
Very cool.
And now Gus gets to experiment. I've had my time.
Taking it to the house. Gonna
Yeah.
experiment.
Just warm soapy water. Don't throw it in a dishwasher.
No. That's all right.
And that's it. So
Can you, if you buy this and you decide you want other molds, can you just buy these pieces?
you can. And they are coming out with new molds.
Nice.
Not every day, obviously, but pretty often.
Cool.
I was looking at it this morning and they have 2 or 3 different molds you can get. Like I said, they got the skull. They got,
Yeah.
I think they had like a prism or a diamond or something. I can't remember. They have it. Yeah, they got a bunch.
Cool.
And I think, and this is their newest product. It's probably going to be, I think they're pretty close to perfecting it. So this would be the one to buy because as they come out with new designs, it'll just be buying the mold.
Sure.
And that's it. And that's all we got. We hope you guys learned something. And thanks for giving us a view. And if you wouldn't mind, hit the subscribe button. If you like what you saw, you're going to want to see it again. You're going to want to see more of it.
It cost you $0.
It costs you nothing. Absolutely nothing. It takes 2 seconds of your time to click it. And unlike any other social media platform, people can't really, no one's going to care who you're following. So give us a solid. Click it. Just click it.
Thanks.
Have a good day.
Bye.